Hello, welcome to another allotment update. It's the beginning of March, the official start of spring. I've managed, with the help of friends and family, to clear these compost bays, dismantle them, and I've put these gorgeous plants in. So this is a herbaceous border and some climbers to go up this fence. I'm very happy to have finally got them in. I needed to wait for a couple of warmer days and not freezing at night to just give them a little chance to establish in nice weather. So I've got a lovely hellebore, a mysterious rhododendron. It's a small one, so hopefully it'll be not too big there. I've got a winter flowering clematis. I have a climbing rose. It's not particularly vigorous. It's Arthur Bell, a climbing one. And I have a gorgeous honeysuckle there. And I've just discovered that the tarragon is putting new shoots on. It was in a pot, so I popped it in there. And that is an Indian mallow, which needs, it's got amazing flowers, but it's only frost hardy, so it goes to -5, and it wanted a really sheltered spot. So in this little gap here, I've made a sort of brick fence and secured it with some posts for that to climb up, and it'll be a really nice spot for wildlife to, well, newts and things to hide in and hibernate in. And then I've got this lovely hydrangea, which was given to me last autumn, and it's survived in the polytunnel, and I've been hardening all these plants off in the daytime, and they've been in the poly for a couple of weeks now, so I don't think they'll suffer too badly. Digging out ground elder along here. I've got about a third of the way, and I've broadcast some knapweed in this first section. Daisies are coming back, which is great. Campion, that's going to be lovely, and some yarrow. So I just need to carry on digging along here, getting the ground elder out. And I've got lots of wildflower seeds to pop in here, so it's going to be a lovely big wide border. More campion here. And along here I'm going to be putting some canes for my beans and peas. I think it'll be a lovely spot because you can see I've got a lot more light. In midsummer the sun sort of rises there, so this will be a lovely early morning sunny spot for them. We've been walking on here, so it's quite compacted, so it's always, well, I'm going to be digging up the perennial weeds and making this into a wildflower border. I've transplanted quite a few bulbs, and these bulbs that have been here for a couple of years are doing really well now. It's mostly, excuse me, I've had a horrible cold. Those are bluebells. I've been taking out the white bells because they're not native. I want to encourage bluebells. These are daffodils. You can see that the little flower spikes just coming up. Let's see what's happening here. The snowdrops looking absolutely gorgeous. This wild geranium's coming back. This periwinkle is going to be growing everywhere in here, which I'm really happy about. It's a great ground cover. My yarrow patch is coming back, and some Jacob's ladder is just starting to poke through. That's some Jacob's ladder there. So I've decided to leave this as a wild patch behind here. There's quite a big gap in the fence, so I've just piled up the sticks from the bottom of the compost bay that hadn't broken down, and the weeds that I'm digging out, I'm letting them dry out and then popping them there as a pile. It's good to have messy piles. Along here I've taken the plants that were in the polytunnel out, see how they go. So today mainly I've been mulching. I've had about 4 or 5 barrow loads of mulch. So I've mulched my soft fruit and mulched my brassicas, and they're looking lovely. Starting to have a lovely purple flower, that's my purple flowering broccoli. So I'm going to try and discourage grass from growing in there, and try and keep it mulched a bit better this year. Let's see what else is going on here. Blueberries are coming back, just starting to bud. This is a blueberry, I think it's called Cosmos, which is quite a fast, vigorous one, so that's ahead of that one. I found my chives and I've put them into a better position. Let's see, my Strantia is coming back. Lady's mantle got a bit frosted, but it should come back. My mysterious plant is still here. Lungwort is looking good. This wild rose is looking fantastic. I just want to have it into, I want to try and grow it into some kind of arch, but I have not done that yet. So I trimmed my blackcurrants and I popped loads and loads of sticks in the polytunnel, well, in the fruit cage, and I popped a few around the edges. And if they strike and are happy, I've got lots to give away. So these are some of the bulbs I've been transplanting, because there's a lawn area that I'm growing that I had lots of bulbs, so I'm just transplanting them. I've been trying to mulch all the bare soil, because my soil is quite clayey, loamy clay, so it needs more organic matter for the worms to play with and dig in and improve the drainage and fertility, unlock the fertility of the clay. This is the sorrel. It was just totally in the wrong place. I kept stepping on it, so I've moved it here because I really enjoy my sorrel. These foxgloves are looking lovely. Those are more bulbs. That was celery that I transplanted from my new bed, which I've just topped up with all the compost. These are more bulbs that I've transplanted, and more bulbs. Penstemon is starting to put some liveliness on. I've just trimmed the dead bits off. This hyssop, again, I've just trimmed the dead bits off. Last year I trimmed my new hyssops too deeply and they died, so I've been a lot more careful this year. So this is how it looks at the moment. A lot more light, a lot more open. I'm very chuffed with this, how it's going so far. It's quite slow, but just keep chipping away at it is what I'm doing. Let's see, I've transplanted more bulbs here. I took out the spinach from my greens bed because I've topped it up and I'm going to be sowing it with some fresh seed, or starting some seed off in the polytunnel and then transplanting it. My greens and spinach, mainly what I want. This Gelder rose is starting to bud, which is beautiful. Don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. So that's lots of signs of spring. I have actually seen the newts this week in the pond, which I absolutely love seeing the newts. You have to be really quiet and just watch them for ages, because watch the water for ages, because they're very shy. But it's really, really worth being patient and trying to find them. And the switch hazel is just coming to the end of its flowering. It has had so many more flowers this year than last year, and I'm looking forward to it getting bigger and bigger. It's a lot bigger than it used to be. I've had it about 3 years now. So that's all for now. I hope this has inspired you to get out, have a look around your local area, notice the little changes, get happy for spring, for summer coming. So I hope this has been entertaining and maybe educational slightly too. Thanks, bye.